Terence Crawford wasn't supposed to look like this. Not yet. Not in June. But when the footage leaked, raw, unedited, and absolutely vicious, the internet didn't just react, it exploded. And somewhere in a luxury gym halfway across the world, even Canelo Alvarez had to stop and take a second look. This wasn't just a man training, it was a warning shot fired across the world of boxing. Within hours, fans, analysts, and fighters alike were dissecting every frame. But the video didn't just show a sharpened version of Crawford, it revealed a transformation. The pound-for-pound king looked like a different beast entirely, packing size, speed, and aggression at a level we haven't seen before. But that's just the beginning. This fight, the long-awaited generational clash between Terence "Bud" Crawford and Saul Canelo Alvarez, isn't just about titles or legacy anymore, it's about control. And it's already getting ugly behind the scenes. 3 bombshells are now shaping the narrative. Crawford's shocking physical transformation, proving he's already walking the 168 tightrope with terrifying precision. Turkey's sudden rule change, mandating a smaller ring size that could severely limit Crawford's greatest weapon, movement, and a growing concern over transparency as VADA testers show up for Crawford months ahead of the fight, while Canelo remains silent. This isn't just a clash of titans, this is war. And from the looks of it, the battlefield may already be rigged.
I always whooped your ass, stop playing. No. The second one you won, the third one you had. Stay tuned. All right. It's his birthday today. 1, 2, 3, up.
The footage opens with no frills, just Bud. Shirt off, dripping sweat, his body looking like it was carved from granite. His arms thickened, back defined, and legs built for war. This wasn't the wiry welterweight fans we're used to seeing dominate at 147. This was something else entirely. He moved with shocking speed, hammering the pads with combinations that snapped through the air. Footwork, crisp, timing, flawless. But the most jarring part, his power. You could feel it, even through a phone screen. Crawford wasn't just training, he was sending a message. Whispers swirled instantly in boxing gyms and social media timelines. He looks like he's already at 168. One clip even caught him stepping off a scale at 186 pounds, a full 14 pounds above the super middleweight limit. When asked about it, Crawford just laughed. "I'm 140. It was classic Bud. Cool, confident, and trolling the doubters with a wink. But behind the grin was a serious statement. He's ready for the storm. And maybe, just maybe, he is the storm. While fans were obsessing over the footage, one voice stood out louder than most. Teddy Atlas. The legendary trainer turned analyst didn't mince words. Very few people challenge themselves like this. Terence Crawford does. And I ain't never going against that guy.
Nate Crawford, obviously extended to himself to where, he had to, he had a real fight on his hands. But Crawford showed out special.
Atlas explained what so many casual fans miss. This isn't about muscle or bravado. This is chess, not checkers. It's not just about coming up in weight, Atlas said. It's about coming in with a plan. And Crawford always has one. He talked about Bud's brain, the timing, the reads, the adjustments, and how he uses his opponent's strengths against them. Whether it's Spence or Canelo, Atlas is betting on Bud. But just as Atlas was breaking down strategy, a curveball hit that could affect every move Bud plans to make. In a quiet decision that's now sparking major backlash, Turkish boxing officials have confirmed that the ring for the Crawford-Canelo event will be a tight 18 by 18 square, a far cry from the traditional 22 by 22 or even 20 by 20 setups. Translation: less space, less room to move, more pressure. To most fighters, that's already an issue, but for someone like Crawford, whose entire defensive system relies on lateral movement, precision footwork, and distance control, it's potentially game-changing. This will be the smallest championship-level ring used in modern boxing history. For context, Muhammad Ali, Floyd Mayweather, and Sugar Ray Leonard never fought in rings this small. Critics are calling it a ban on defense, tailored to favor come-forward sluggers like Canelo. The ring got smaller, one fan tweeted, and the fight just got dirtier. And if you think that's all the drama this fight has to offer, you're wrong. On June 14th, 3 full months before fight night, VADA showed up at Terence Crawford's door for testing. Not only did Crawford comply, but he posted about it with a smirk, joking about a viral slap skit with his friend Steve Nelson.
Let's go. 1, 2. Damn, bud.
Hey, I slapped Steven so hard. They here to test me for steroids.
I hit him so hard, they came to test me for steroids. It was lighthearted, but it also made a serious point. Crawford has nothing to hide. Now here's where it gets interesting. Canelo Alvarez has yet to show any proof of testing. Not a single clip, not a single post. And for a man who once tested positive for clenbuterol, that silence is deafening. What's worse, his longtime trainer Eddie Reynoso has now had 6 fighters test positive for banned substances. 6. And still, there's no transparency coming from Canelo's camp. Fans are asking the obvious. Why is Crawford already being tested? And Canelo isn't even showing up. And in a fight this big, that's a question that's getting harder to ignore. Let's talk about numbers. Terence Crawford is jumping from 154 to 168, a leap that few have made successfully. It's 14 pounds of risk, and he'll be fighting a man who has stopped elite light heavyweights. Canelo knocked out Sergey Kovalev, a full-blown 175-pounder. He's looked nearly untouchable at 168, but Crawford? He's coming with less wear, fewer rounds, and a 4-inch reach advantage. He's 37, yes, but a young 37. No brutal wars, no fading stamina, and he's never been knocked down, let alone out. His strategy? Use speed, use angles, outsmart the tank. He said it best himself. I don't need to knock him out, I just need to beat him. And when it comes to ring IQ, he might be the sharpest in the game. The boxing world is split, and loudly.
Crawford is going to fight Canelo because even if I have some doubts and misgivings about the size matchup, it is 2 action fighters who like to fight aggressively at times, not all the times, going against each other, and we'll see who can open the other person's tuna can, so to speak.
Tim Bradley is furious. Canelo keeps ducking the real ones. Give Bud his shot. Jose Benavidez, who once stood across the ring from Crawford, puts it simply. He's smart. He adjusts. He wins. Jim Lampley called Crawford a modern Sugar Ray Robinson with a mean streak. Even Sergey Kovalev, Canelo's former victim, says the weight jump could be too much, but admits Bud has the tools to win if he's comfortable at 168. Fans, too, are growing restless. One side says Bud's too small, the other, that Canelo's team is stacking the deck. But either way, there's one universal truth everyone agrees on. Nobody knows what Crawford is really cooking behind the scenes. Let's put it all together. Crawford's training footage leaked and revealed a monster ready for war. Turkey's boxing officials shrunk the ring, giving the smaller man even less room to work. And VADA's already testing Bud, while Canelo's testing transparency remains a complete mystery. This isn't just another title fight, it's a generational clash, but it's being played on dangerous, uneven terms. Crawford's not complaining. He's not begging for changes. He's walking straight into the fire because he knows something most don't. I don't have to stop him, I just have to beat him. So the question is, when the lights hit Las Vegas on September 13th, will it be Canelo's empire that stands tall, or will Bud Crawford burn it all to the ground? Let us know your thoughts and comments. Alright guys, for the best updates on boxing news, moments, events, and actions, subscribe to Knockout Updates and turn on notifications to never miss out on quality content, and check out our other videos. Until next time, peace out!